Alright YouTube, Big Drum's Garage. This is the 44-inch Swisher pull behind mower. I got it hooked up to the four-wheeler right there. Last time you saw this, I was replacing the carburetor. This is the original carburetor off of it. It was a Walbro from Mexico 5-4993. This carburetor had sat outside for a while. The bottom and the bowl was all rusted. As you can see, there's still rust on it here. It must have had water just sitting in it. The jet at the bottom was completely rusted, and the bowl, I made a video of it, it's just got rust caked on the inside. So I looked on the internet and I found this one on Amazon. You could get it for $14. I opted for the one that was like 20, I think it was 19, maybe $19. It had good reviews. The other one for some reason didn't have 5 stars. This one, or the seller, or this carburetor, had 5 stars. So that was one reason. Another reason is, and it actually did not work out, is I thought I was going to get a air filter that actually worked. This air filter was too big. It was too tall, so the air filter box, the cover would not shut. So that was a waste of money for that part. But the carburetor works, which is the main thing. So here's what the old one looks like. The difference is, it's set on there. One difference is this line for the fuel to come into it is on an angle off the carburetor, where this one is straight. So I had to add another piece of line there, and I figured since I was doing that, I'd go ahead and put the filter or gas fuel filter on it that came with it. That's also came with the new carburetor. The old hose wasn't long enough to turn it, so I figured that add that there and add another little piece of hose would give me enough room. So I put it on. It was pretty easy. When the carburetor sits like this, the choke goes in this hole at the end, and it ends up sitting somewhere like that. There's the end of it there, and then this hole is where the throttle, the long throttle rod goes into it, and then there's a little tiny spring wire that goes in that little hole there. But other than that, it just fit right in. As soon as I put it in, it started up. It ran pretty bad for a while. It never really got to where it was like full speed, top RPMs. I turned it off with the off button there, and then later on I went to start it again, and the thing would not run. It wouldn't start. The problem I had is the choke was stuck in, and the reason the choke was stuck in, and it took me a little while to figure it out, but on the new carburetor, this black piece of plastic here on the new one had a little tab that was sticking up, and that tab was getting caught on the air filter box. So the choke was stuck in. It was stuck in, let's see, all the way in the start position, all the way in, right there. When it wouldn't start and wasn't running right, I kept pulling on the choke to see if it wouldn't move. And I remember it moving when I worked on it. You know, it had some movement. So I was like, oh, what's going on? So I took the air filter box off, messed with it for a while. It started right up. So I figured out what it was. I thought the actual tube here that connects wasn't letting the choke open and shut at first. So I shaved a little bit off, but that wasn't it. It ended up being the tab. And I've actually took it off. That black piece right in front of you had a tab sticking up that was rubbing the air filter box. So this carburetor, like I said, $19.99. Let's see what it sounds like. I'll go ahead and start it up. Hopefully it starts. And earlier when it wouldn't start, after the first initial start, I pulled it and the pull rope broke. So I was messing with that. So this is gonna kind of been a few-hour project today. That's why I didn't get the video, because I didn't bring out the tripod to hold the camera, and it always takes forever. I was trying to be in a hurry, but go ahead and pull it. Starts right up. So when it first started, the very first time, it had black smoke blowing all out of it. You can see right there. I actually had this up because it was in the garage, and it turned that black because all this black smoke was blowing out of the muffler, and that's when it was running with the full choke. All right, well, cool. So the plan is, now that everything's running, the four-wheeler's running, KFX is running, go-kart's running, little Grizzly's running. Plan is to go cut some grass down at the farm so we can go ride. All right, thanks for watching Big Joe's Garage, and I'll catch you next time. All right, bye.